where in the organization did the automation team end up?
So we were positioned in our end of the day in the finance column.
Okay, yeah.
And that had a quite an interesting dynamic, because our IT people were also in the finance column,
Okay.
but they ended up at the top at the CIO level. So, but we were part of the shared services function, the global business function kind of.
Yeah, so you were embedded with the business that benefited most from the work that you were doing, I guess is how I would phrase that.
Not always, because in the
Okay.
terms of invoice processing, for example,
Yeah.
for doing a goods receipt robot, the procurement folks were benefiting most, because they didn't have angry suppliers. And that made it even more interesting in the British sense of the word, that we were making the cost, we were creating the cost, but the real benefit of happy suppliers was not sitting with us.
Huh.
And that turned into another, interesting thing. And okay, how do you create benefit? And
yeah, how do you show the value?
Yeah. And if I look at just my little part of the world, you don't.
No. Yeah. No, I've been there. I think for all of the automation COE leads out there, like, this is something that, especially if you're in early days, you have to be thinking carefully about, like, who do I work for, who sees the benefit. And again, you were talking about, you were sort of in a startup phase, like, you have to really spend a lot of time communicating well to the rest of the organization what it is that that's going right and why they should care.